Are you there? Is anybody there? 4 people? Are you there? I don't know if you're there. Let me know. Oh, there they are. All right, I was wondering if I had it on public or not. I am not alone. That's the YouTuber's nightmare. All right, y'all, seriously. I don't know if you're paying attention to the weather or not. There's a big storm coming in. Please be prepared. One of the things you got to do if you're messing with wood is get it out of the elements, right? It is going to get wet, and then you're not going to have good wood when you're really going to need it. So you got to take this. Yeah, those guineas are loud. Hey! Hush it up over there. Hey! They don't like it. Shh. Shh. Go get them, Molly. Go tell them to hush it up. Well, you got to get this stuff under the shelter. As you can see by my wood room there, see all that pallet space? I'm behind the 8 ball. Trying to burn hardwoods. That's the hottest wood, right? Very hot wood. We burn hardwoods here. We sell hardwoods. These are white oaks, some ash maybe, and then red oak. So I'm trying to get all this stuff moved around real quick before all this big snow comes in. If you guys got any questions, anything rolling, pretty exciting watching Doug work. This is the farm stuff. You guys might see some of this stuff where I'm having to do my own wood stuff because I do my own wood stuff. You know, that's probably one of the reasons why everybody moved to the city, because this stuff's hard. You know, it's hard to do the work. It's a lot easier just to probably go take a job somewhere and then hit a button in your house. Southwest Oklahoma, what's up? What's up, West Virginia and Marty? So yeah, we're trying to get this wood in. I have a couple days before the storm gets here. I just felt a little bit of like sleet stuff fall on me, but I think Sunday's the blunt of it. We're supposed to get maybe up to 16 inches, which we haven't had that kind of snow in a while. And the temperatures for the next like 10 days, it's going to put those survival skills to the test. So if you guys are living on grid, you should be prepared for outages with your power and make sure you can take care of yourself. Now, the wife and I, we live off grid and we heat with a wood cook stove, in case you're just clicking on this video and checking it out. And we sell firewood in our community, and we have a firewood lot in town there. But right now, I'm just trying to play catch up because I should have this room all filled full of nice, juicy, dry wood. I had it kind of halfway filled, but heck, we've already used most of that already. So... for our place, we cook and heat with wood, and it's me and the wife, and we go through about 5 cords a year. And a cord is 4 by 4 by 8. It's 4 by high, 4 feet high, 4 feet wide, and 8 feet long. And around here, a cord costs about 200 and something bucks, 50 bucks, 30 bucks. But nobody can tell us what to do to have it. You know what I mean? Like, we go out and bucket and get it done, and then we have it. If you have to buy it, it's about $1,000 or something, but still, there's no bills every month. And if you can go out and scavenge your wood, you're really going to save a few bucks and get in shape for doing it. Oh, the times I've spent gathering wood since we've been out here 16 years. All right, you guys asking questions? Anything going to pop up? No? Same, got wood stacked on the porch. Got to go get another trailer load soon. Yeah, I don't know how your weather looks, but I would be definitely checking that out. Because you don't want to get this stuff wet. That's the main thing. I'm surprised, like, we're selling wood today. A bunch of people showed up. That we just had 2 inches of rain a little while ago, and like the next day, a couple people showed up. It's just weird to me. You know, usually I'll have this whole thing stacked up by June, July. I just got behind this year. And then it'll sit there all dry and juicy and fresh and ready to go. But see, I got the tin. See that? That Honduras stuff is gone. They actually closed that company. Did you know that? So that stuff's gone, and that's all tin now. So that's wrapped in tin and everything. So that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't fill that up too, is because I was going to change that out. I knew that was coming. And that worked out pretty good. But yeah, there's some pretty good storms coming in. They're literally at the doorstep. All our electricity is buried underground. That's good. And then, you know, you got to watch out too. Remember, like in Texas last year, the windmills froze up. So they tried to say everybody lost power because of it. Good stuff. They will overload the grid as well. All right. And I keep these short pieces out, you know, anything under like a foot or something like that. I keep these for our next door. We have 2 different buildings that we heat, so I'll keep this next door. I use the small pieces in that. It's a Regency fireplace stove thing. So, you know, if you're looking for like, you know, some heat, don't get a Regency. I've not liked it at all. Thought I was going to say get one, huh? No, don't get one. And this is all seasoned wood. It's been sitting up front for 2 years, you know. And so it might have a little rain on it, but it'll dry up pretty quick. And thanks for hitting that thumbs up. I see you. I appreciate it. I dropped a video. If you didn't know, we have another channel. It's called Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. Put another video on there today about some weird, strange coincidences that all happened on New Year's evening. And it wasn't the White House. It was the state capitol, the Washington Monument, the Empire State Building, and the name of that dude's truck. I mean, I thought that was very interesting. So you might want to go check that out. Also, a heads up too, if you ever get a dump truck thing like this, see this nice dent I got right here? This gate can fold all the way down, and if it goes all the way down and you let it drop, it'll hit your receiver right there. And that's what just happened to me. Can you believe it? So I went to go unload a load at a customer's, and I was raising it up with the gate down. It caught the hitch down there and bent that whole plate out, messed up my whole hitch. Just got it back from our local welder guy. Did a fantastic job. Which is good too, because now I gotta bring some more wood over to the wood lot, and I need this truck to do it. This is my hauling wood log stuff. Who knows what we're going to get in Missouri? It keeps changing. Wintry mix, maybe freezing rain, then snow. I know. And then first it was 4 inches, then it was 8. Now they're talking about 16 inches. Oh my gosh, this got everybody's panties in a bunch. We're ready for whatever they got. Uh-oh, that was kind of loud, huh? My apologies. Let me fix that right quick. All right. What's up? Florence's off-grid journey. Oh, the Florences. I know them. Yeah, we're just getting ready, you guys. They say supposedly in northern Missouri here that we're to get 16 inches of snow starting on Sunday. So I'm trying to get a lot of wood into my empty wood shack because I'm a slacker. Yeah. And get ready so we have nice, you know, wood to mess with. Stacy's inside getting some din ready. What do we got here? I have wood on the porch too. Our electricity's buried underground. If we lose power, we have a fireplace in our house. Yeah, that's good. You know, they stopped really using a lot of fireplaces because all the heat goes right up that thing and not really into the house. So you might want to get yourself some battery operated fans, okay, that you can charge on a USB thing that you can plug into your car. So if it gets worst case scenario, you can set a couple fans out front of that fireplace and it'll push the hot air into the room. I have something like that on our wood burning cook stove, and it actually works off of the heat generated from the stove, and it turns the fan. It actually helps push the air, that's hot air, it helps push it around. You guys have any cold weather crops planted? Not really. I mean, Stacy's got some little bit of greens and stuff going, but now it's, it gets too cold and we can't fight it. So right now we're kind of in cleanup mode, getting the garden ready for everything, and cleaning out the high tunnel because we had a bunch of tomatoes in there that went crazy. I got a little more finished work to do in there, and then we'll have a lot more action going on in there for 2025. And if you guys watch our other channel, and thanks for tuning into this one too. I mean, we really do appreciate you guys and all the years. I mean, it's hard to believe sometimes when we talk about it. Like, what is it, like 12 years or something we've been posting videos on YouTube? And at first we started off as like this how-to off-grid, teaching channel and everything. And I'm telling you, man, when I saw this stuff happening, I kind of changed my tune a little bit, and I just want people to understand what we're really up against, I don't know if many people take it seriously, but I actually do. That's why we live off-grid on 11 acres, grow our own food, poop in buckets. We're kind of self-sustainable. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got some apple trees to trim up too. That's really good to do when it's really cold outside because all the sap and stuff in there is really slow and not going to do nothing. Plus, you won't really get any disease on it or anything. No bugs will get to it, and then it'll have time to heal itself as spring comes on and everything. So I'll be shaping the apple trees up here pretty soon. All that kind of stuff. All right, we'll be thinking about you all at Charlotte, North Carolina, the only ones in our neighborhood that burns wood and a wood burning stove. We will be, yep. And I feel bad for all the people in North Carolina right now. I know this weather is going to affect them big time. As Joe Biden makes jokes today about, watching some stupid football game. And as they send billions of our dollars over to this, Ukrainian, you guys. All right. But yeah, for sure, like I was saying, a lot of people don't want to live this kind of lifestyle anymore just because it's a lot of work. That is for sure. All right, I'm going to go grab a wheelbarrow. Enjoy the sights and sounds. It's a nice system I got there. Did you guys get any of that fog stuff around you? Like, we got back, you know, and seriously, like, Stacy never really. But there was a large part of the trip where she was kind of hacking a little bit. And then it was weird because when we got back, I had it a little bit too, but not that much, you know, with her. But when we got back, the Amish were telling us, because we picked them up today to do some teas and stuff, right? And the Amish were like, dang, what was going on? He said, you know, and they don't really watch the nothing, and they're not on the internet, right? So they were like, what's with this fog we were having? She said a lot of the Amish were, you know, getting respiratory sickness and stuff, and like they got like little quick colds and stuff, and they were all like freaking out because they never really had that happen before. And you know, they remember the weather and they got pattern, you know, they know a lot of stuff. They're tuned in pretty good with nature. You know what I mean? And so they were asking Stacy, you know, like, what did you hear? Do you know anything about this fog or whatever? It was making us all sick, and we were having a hard time with it. And then they said they got over it, but I thought that was interesting that they even mentioned it. All right, watch yourself now. Here we go. This is what you came for. Gotta be careful now. I don't want to get too sassy. I don't have a big mess to clean up. Enough to kind of get it to come my way. Why you gonna come my way? So I like to have our wood stacked high in there. You know, keep it level. Don't let it lean out towards you. And then I go as high as I can reach. And then I leave a little bit of space, you know, about a 6-8 inches, foot maybe. And then I'll get 1, 2, you know, three or 4 rows in there. And I'll leave a little space, and there's air circulation, and that stuff dries up quick too. And like I said in the beginning, this is all seasoned wood right here. Give it a little more tilt. And you can kind of see that I kind of fixed this camera situation here. They got a new, on here it's different than the other phone that I use. And this one has a little thing over here, and I just noticed it today. So just hang in there with me. I'll get it figured out. Really, you guys got no questions? Nothing about the wood or what's going on with the wood? What about peach trees, Doug? No, we don't have any peach trees. We got a plum tree we tried. We got some off it this year. Apples is our main mojo because we make the apple cider vinegar and stuff. Stacy wants to get plum trees and stuff. We'll be adding to our plum tree situation, you know, our food situation. We're doing pretty good though. Plant City, Florida. Yep. Yes, Vicky, Mr. Buddy makes an indoor, outdoor. Read instruction booklet. Yes. We had freezing fog for about a week. Yeah, we're way up north in Missouri, and we drove all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. And it was the same stuff all the way down there, and it took 2 days after we got there to burn off and get away from us. And we were asking people if it was normal, and they were like, you know, like we do get some stuff, but not really this time of year. And, you know, and they were trying to hem-haw about it, but nah, everybody was kind of talking about it. Do you use the trimmings off your apple trees for smoked meat? You could. We're not really into smoked meat. but you could. A lot of people do that. But no, we don't really use them for anything. You could also, try to propagate them. So that's something else you could do. Moldy firewood again, you should be arrested. Yeah, you're crazy. You don't sell moldy firewood. How many quarters would you go through in a winter? We go through about five cords. About five cords. Our wood sits on concrete at the place where we sell it from. We chop it. It's a year to 2 years at least season. And yeah, I mean, it's natural to maybe have, something like this on your wood. You know what I'm saying? Like you might get a couple pieces like that. It's pretty normal. There's still a lot of wood in here. And but I mean, heck, man, that's what I burn it. So I don't have a problem with it. That's just nature doing its thing. That's a fun guy, and I'm a fun guy. All right, but seriously, man, you guys make sure you're ready. You guys are going to rely on some kind of propane heat. Make sure you go get your extra propane containers now, because the mad rush will be on when it's freezing freaking cold outside. Everybody else will be like, oh, wow, it's really cold outside. And they're going to figure out, oh, wow, we ran out of propane here. And so they're going to be thinking the same thing. And they're going to be thinking if the power goes out that they need to rush to somewhere and get a heater or something. So it's just, make sure you're ahead of the game with that. What about the sawmill? The sawmill was kind of crash and burn. Like that Hudson tried to work with them and stuff. They brought out the machine. It wasn't really up to snuff. They jumped through all these crazy things with me about it. That's why I kind of didn't talk about it anymore. They make it a good saw and everything, but this was some kind of a weird thing. The motor was no good and all this blah blah blah. So it's sitting up there in the front, and actually I was looking at it today. I actually made a trailer. Okay, like one of those trailers that you guys see like Matt has on here. If you guys watch like pulling logs out of the place and stuff, I have one of those trailers I made 3 years ago, and you guys have seen it only on one video. And I was gonna do a giveaway with that trailer, and then do another one with that sawmill, or maybe put them together because I need to get them out of here. I don't need the trailer anymore, right? Because I have the skid steer now, so it does all my heavy lifting, and that really works out good. And then I put the logs on the trailer and everything, and that trailer is not even big enough for the skid steer. It's too narrow, because it's really good for pulling the logs up. It's a heavy duty trailer, but it's not really, I can't even haul equipment on it or nothing. So really only thing it's good for is pulling logs out of the forest. And I got a big skid steer now with a grappler on it and stuff. I can just go get them. So I'm thinking about maybe as we hit our milestones here this summer, I will get you some, I'll get you some 2 giveaways in 2025, right? Like maybe when we hit like 100,000 subscribers, which I think we can do. Like if everybody shares the word and I'm consistent on putting up videos, we could do one at 50,000 and then maybe one at 100,000. How about that? Let me know if that is good. And I'll do the sawmill giveaway as is. You know what I mean? Like it just, works. I'm pretty sure it works. It needs a battery because they did swap out the motor. They came back. They put a Vanguard in it, so it's supposed to be good to go. But I haven't messed with it since then. Kind of lost my mojo about it. But I think what I'm going to do is get the orange one, and then have it a little more automated. You know what I mean? I need a sawmill. Mike says, yeah. How long? What? Sign me up for the trail. How long did it take you to get apple on your tree after planting? It was about 4 or 5 years. It was about 4 or 5 years. So that's definitely, they definitely say that's why you got to tell your friends about our new woodlot channel and have them stop by. We can talk about woodlot stuff. And but that's why they say you plant your trees. That's one of the first things you do is figure out where the good drainage is and where you can have some good sunlight, and figure out your orchard area. Man, water's getting cold, man. It's like 30 degrees out here. But figure out your orchard area and then get that planted. There's a patch of them that we planted like a couple years after we were here. So they're the oldest. This one out here is a producer like a boss. The other ones are kind of just coming on. There's 2 of them that do real good. One's real good. And then we got 3 other ones we got later on from Stark Brothers. And they're not doing too bad. And then we got a couple other ones from Stark Brothers if you guys want to get some bare root trees, right? They're like the 1800s. They used to be, I used to be able to say they were family owned and from the 1800s, but I'll be doggone if they didn't sell out. I don't know why everybody's selling out, man. I don't know. I guess it's a thing. They did sell out, but there's still pretty good people over there, and they ship a lot of bare root stuff. So if you want to get some, those would be the places to go. Grapes, yeah, we got the grapes are kicking over there. We couldn't do them in the trellis thing. The chickens ate them up real quick, so I moved them over to the back of the garden fence over there, and they whopped off. They are all over the place over there. We had a lot of grapes this year. I showed you guys a picture on the Off Grid with Doug and Stacy channel of it. Of the grapes. Everyone's getting excited over there. Beth, many kinds of grapes. We have Concords. That's kind. And we got those also from Stark Brothers. So they did a good job with that. Big Daddy here. Big Buddy. Yeah, I've done it with the propane in the house. That's cool. I don't stress it. What do you do with pine wood? Nothing. I don't burn that stuff. It puts too much creosote in your pipes and everything. But it is like if you gotta, want some quick fire starter, get some good kindling or something. But around here, we're not really, we don't burn pine around here. Out west, I know they burn it a little more because that's really almost all they got. What's your most common tree species? Oak, white oak, red oak, ash. A lot of good hardwoods. That's our trees. Like Missouri is like the oak capital, y'all. Listen, when you pick your place that you want to do things, you got to look around and, read the room a little bit. Missouri is the oak capital. Like, we produce the most oak here. That's another good reason why I like it. Lots of hardwood. Hardwood burns good. And also hardwood, stand by. And also hardwood, hold on, what happened? Makes nice houses. Right? So then you can build yourself a log cabin. You can drag wood out of the forest. You know what I'm saying? Stacy's over there making dinner and doing chores while I'm talking to you guys and moving this wood around. Gum trees? Nah. Not really into them. But, everything's relevant, I guess, to where you're at. You know what I mean? Like, you guys got to work in the parameters in which you find yourself. All right, so that's the plan, right? We got the plan. All right, here's the plan. Tell your friends. Get on the phone and call your friends. 50,000 subscribers by the time we go to the Homesteading Life Conference. If you guys didn't know, we go to a Homesteading Life Conference. It's homesteadinglifeconference.com. If this channel, The Woodlot here, hits 50,000 subscribers, by the time we have that conference, I'm going to give away the sawmill first. So the person will come to the conference and they'll get the sawmill. Now, if you don't have tickets or something, I can get you some tickets. So that's the first play right there, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it right here. It's our second video. And we're going to give away a Hudson Warrior sawmill as soon as we hit 50,000 subscribers on this channel. And you got to come to the Homesteading Life Conference and pick it up your own doggone self. But you will be able to get it. Termite issues with house and bringing in firewood. No, not really. First off, this is white oak, and so termites don't even like it. So I don't have any problem with that. And if you have seasoned wood and stuff and you've been handling it, throwing it around, we move it from here and then we put it inside. So, and plus it's like dead of winter right now. There's not much bugs. And sometimes we'll find a couple, we'll just kill them inside. But, it's not really been a big issue. We haven't seen any like termites. You know what I mean? But you will get some bugs here and there. You all right, Stace?
Yep.
Hey, did you hear the Woodlot's giving away a sawmill of 50,000 subscribers?
Wow.
As long as they do it by March, March, right?
May.
By May, you even get a couple more months. Do it by May. What is it, 16th, 15th?
May 16th and 17th.
16th and 17th. And that's when you'll pick up your sawmill. And we'll randomly select a subscriber. Costs you absolutely nothing. Wow, how cool is that? What's the matter?
Nothing.
You ready to eat or something?
No, I'm still doing lots of work.
You're a worker girl. Here, let's everyone see her working in her working outfit. This is her in her working outfit. See her? She's getting off. She gets nervous when we get cold because we don't have any city water. They can't see you now.
Oh,
And so
why not?
you got to go over here.
Well, how
You got to
can
go
I
over
see
here
it?
because I turned it around. All right, I'll go the other
Put
way.
it this way.
So she gets worried because we don't have any city water and we're gravity fed, and you know it's like a big scene. So she's been burned a couple times with these cold temperatures. So when they start coming, she gets real nervous.
So I
Her
fill
butt
up,
tightens up a little bit.
I
and
get
it's-
5-gallon buckets of water. I get these filled with water, and I fill everything up
Yep.
for the animals because we have horses and sheep. So then, if our water pipes would break or something happens, who
We got
never
some
knows?
good water.
And then I get lots of gallons of water that I
And puts
fill
them in the
up.
house.
I keep them in the house so I can do dishes and do things like that because sometimes we've been out of water for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I remember one time it was weird. Like the water got left on, and we were out with no, we didn't have.
That
no
was
water.
one time, but it rained right away. Yeah. I didn't shut the hydrant all the way. It was open a little bit, and then I was gone all day. I came back, and like almost all of our water was gone out of our 3,000 gallons. It wasn't very good. So I'm always prepared. You know, we go ahead if we're going to have a snow or whatever. You know, he's doing
You
the
gotta
wood.
get your,
I got to get
kindling,
my
too.
kindling and bring it in the house.
Yeah.
Make sure the back of our stove's filled up because it's going to be, they say, did you tell them 18 inches of snow?
16, I heard.
16
Now it's
to
18 you're
18.
talking about?
Well, no,
Oh,
it
my
could be up
word.
to that. 15
I think
to
they're just
18.
messing with us.
Yeah, and it's going to be very Arctic cold, so I got to get prepared. So that's what we're trying to do.
Be prepared, not scared, and be proactive,
I need a
not
collard
reactive.
green recipe. You know, the best way I like greens is just to saute them in some ghee or some butter with some onions, and it's amazing. And if you want to add a little spice to it, put some, you know, crushed red pepper flakes in there or something.
Is that in your
That's
cookbook,
good.
Stacy?
No.
Oh,
But any kind of greens, it's just really simple. And then you could, on top of it, shave some fresh Parmesan
Yeah.
over the top of it. It'd be great.
Use your ghee.
Oh,
Make
Marty
your
says
own.
I have my water buckets filled up Tuesday.
That's right.
Yeah, no, you got to be prepared. Otherwise, you know, you never know what could happen.
Otherwise, you're always panicking.
Or everyone will start doing everything, you know, if they need to get like wood or propane or whatever, they do it like the day or like right when it's cold, when everybody goes and gets it. So you always have to be prepared.
How you
LOI, I looked in the cookbook, Doug. Yeah, the collard greens, just that saute them, any kind of greens. If it's
Oh, Sherry
dandelion
already looked in the
greens or
cookbook, she's
anything.
saying.
So
Jerry already's got that cookbook.
yeah,
Hey,
no,
it was just a shameless
it's
plug.
just simple.
Upgradewithdougandstacy.com. Hit the shop tab if you're new around here.
or if you have goat cheese, you could put goat cheese on top of it.
Extra goat cheese, please. Even though goats are overrated.
What's it? Lopi wood stoves are in Idaho?
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what that is.
Never heard of
I
it.
never heard of the Lopi.
It sounds like the Vikings. Wasn't that his name?
Who?
From that show, Vikings. Loki.
Loki. She said a Lopi. Okay. Well, you
What's
keep
for
talking.
dinner?
I gotta get moving here.
What's for
So
dinner?
I don't know. Leftovers. I'm gonna make
Oh,
it
boy,
into something.
leftover.
I might make homemade hamburger helper. I have leftover taco meat, so I might just do that. So we'll see. All right, you guys have fun with Doug. I have to go finish my stuff here. All right.
All right. I think we can do it.
Oh, Lopi wood stoves are in Idaho. What's for dinner? I can't decide. I'm really having trouble. I could have pizza. I like to have leftover pizza. I could have pizza. I could have pasta. I could.
When
do...
she says pizza, she's making some herself out of some crust here from the house and some meat we got. Just so they know, right?
Oh, so Lopi are very nice and worth checking out. I'm gonna look them up. I'll look
Well,
them
we
up.
got a
and see.
Pioneer Princess, and it's the bomb.
Yeah, I like my Pioneer Princess, but I'll look up the Lopi. L-O-P-I. All right, sounds good. All right, bye, everybody.
Yeah. We're gonna change our lighting situation here. Fading fast. There we go, boy. Look at this, man. We got top. Ooh. We got top-notch situations here with this lighting. How's that? Hey, man, that's not too bad. Bye, Stacy. Wow, she made it to alive. Hey, Deborah. In case you guys just joined up here, this is the Woodlot channel where I sell my firewood stuff and I talk about firewood. We've been talking about firewood, putting up firewood, getting ready for the storm firewood, dry firewood, season firewood, short firewood, long firewood. And we're going to talk about more firewood and show you guys the operation over there and stuff. But also we're talking about subscribers. As soon as we hit 50,000 subscribers, buy the conference at homesteadinglifeconference.com. It's in May. It's actually in May 16th. Little drizzle falling down. We're going to give away a sawmill, a Hudson Warrior sawmill. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to our channel because that's how we're going to pick you, and then we'll have you come out to the conference. You got to get a ticket if you get a ticket, or if you have trouble with that or something, we'll help you out. But you'll have to come out there to the conference, and we'll give it away to you there. A Hudson Warrior. You guys can go watch the video. I got videos with it. As is, no warranty. But it's good. It's solid. And then after that, we'll be giving away a trailer. One of those haul trailers out of the wood, log trailers. I got one of those up front. And I'm going to bless you guys because we've been so blessed. Well, that light is overpowering right there. Can you guys see the drones coming down? I'm also kicking Stacy's kindling off to the side because we like to fill up a bucket with all this kindling. That helps getting that fire rocking real nice. Real nice. All right. You guys got anything else? Appreciate all the thumbs up. Told her to take that hat off. No way. She loves it. She loves the little earmuffs. That's her theme. May 16th and 17th. Yep. Yeah, I wish you were here too. Looks like enough firewood to make it through the storm. Yeah, I don't know. I can get a cord of wood on the back of this thing. Are you getting into the mini firewood game? No, the mini firewood stuff. Well, I do got a couple pizza guys that buy firewood from us, and they like the short pieces. But our stove next door, it takes the short pieces. It won't handle the firewood, like we put in the wood stove. So I have like some scruffy stuff, so I don't waste anything. And also, you guys see this stuff right here? I want you to understand, right? Like what I do with all my leftover stuff. No one ever really talks about that, right? But what I do with all my leftover stuff, like all the shavings and chips and, like all the pieces of wood I can't burn or whatever. And like this junky piece like kicked off to the side here, you know what I mean? That I won't really bother with. I throw all that into a great big pile. In a couple of years, it actually turns into dirt. You think I'm joking? It actually does. I'm making dirt. I got a pile going on up there in the front. I've already done some already. And then it makes the best, most luscious dirt. And then you can use that anywhere you need dirt. Raised beds or anything. You got to be patient. I turn it every once in a while. But that's what it does. That's that is the design from the Most High, right? I mean, that's all dirt. Look at it. That's just from sitting around with all the wood chips and stuff. There's no other dirt in here because I have dry, decent logs, and I pull them over there to my concrete area, and then we cut them up and chop them up. But this stuff's been sitting around for a little bit. Up front. This is from the homestead right up front. All right. I'm really busy with this. Stacy's going to make some kind of dinner. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the Off Grid with Doug and Stacy show. But we'll talk about some other cool, interesting, very interesting things. And just remember, I would look for every day, every other day, for the next 19 or 18 days to be slightly unusual. So make sure you're ready for it. And the temperatures right now in this weather, this is really going to cause a little friction for folks, so to speak. So just make sure you're prepared for it because it could get pretty dicey. I mean, mass power outages, and they're really talking up this cold temperatures. Colder than Canada we're going to be for the first time in recorded history. All right, what was that?
fighting for.
Chickens are having a little roost problem over there. All right, y'all. We'll see you guys on the next video, and I'll try to get a couple of these out a week. I'll try to get a rhythm going with these things, and maybe some more non-live stuff where it's a little more video-y. All right. Take care of yourselves.